I'm not late. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I have no idea what she's talking about. It is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, matey. I don't even have my music on. This is not a good show. Let's get some jammies going. Let's get some jamborees going. Why is my phone on the light? Bro, I wasn't even on my freaking. What's up, people? No, I was not. I'm not. Bro, I'm only like 45 minutes. Trust me. Trust. It's not that bad. Trust. Trust me. Hey, at least we're live now. At least we're live now. Hey, I could have just not ever hit live. That could have happened. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. 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 Oh no. Oh no. What the heck is happening? Okay. Bro, I don't know what just happened. Okay. It's Minecraft. There it is. Okay. The game is loaded. What happened? My Opera GX like buffered. I don't know. Did it lag for you guys? I couldn't see anything because it was all buffering. I didn't know if we lost connection, if it crashed entirely. It appears I am rather early. I don't think early, late is. I think you're just on time, actually. I don't think you're early because I'm actually late. Yeah. Shoot, Tube, are you even gonna be online? It's like, ain't it like 10 o'clock for you right now? Questions your ideology on being early. I'm not questioning it. I'm just saying, okay, for like in terms of how long the streams have been going on for, yes, you're early. But you're only early because I started the stream late. Very late. But yes, you are early in some regard. You already in bed. Bro, you can't say that. You can't just say that in the public. This is on YouTubes.com. You can't be saying this is not the Discord server. No, not YouTube Pizza Roll. Free will is a hell of a thing. Oh. Alright. Let's go ahead and build the back of these rooms. Well, we might, okay, so we'll probably be working on some backroom levels, or at least this backroom level, but can my computer, okay, I'm not even gonna focus on that, but we're gonna probably work on this yellow level here, and then we might be designing some different backroom levels as well, some other like liminal spaces, because this is all gonna be just one single level, but there's gonna be more levels to it. So let's go ahead and at least get this floor. There we go. No. Can't stack the ceiling because it's gonna mess up these lights. Okay, first I'll extend this. Let's just straight up do 100 blocks. I think that might have gotten, there's no way. Wow, we were, oh my, wow, okay, so that was near and perfect, okay. Okay, so now I'm just gonna extend the floor out. No, not that way. Need to be looking this way. What? What happened? I feel like I might have messed something up just there. Now this is a rather interesting turn of events. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I selected the wrong layer of yellow. Oh, once again, I broke the redstone here.
Try.
Mm.
You like them? Not like them.
I like it.
So show me how you hugged her. She went like this.
That's wow. That's all mine. That is good. Wow. All right. Now we can actually start doing in some walls. Okay. I told my mom this earlier. I said, because I told her about me and Tube building some stuff in Minecraft, and I said he's gonna be very mad when when I show up like an hour late, because it's like 10 o'clock his time. Yeah, that should be good. Alright. Been off for an hour anyway. Yep. So what you're telling me is that you're not getting on, and you're telling me you're mad and you hate me forever, ever, right? That's what you're trying to tell me? Forever. Oh shoot, I'm not in it. Hold on. No, I got. Hold on. Give me a second here. There you go. The joke has been complete. I have prepared the laugh. I have prepared the laugh. What? Tube, what are you? Tube, are you all right? I think you've gotten a severe case of the Dementors. He has been dementorized, people. The what? Are you high? Am I what? Am I what? Hi. Hi. Come on, much higher. But the brain rot right now is insane. The uber instincts of the uber autism go crazy right now. I cannot hold it in anymore. I just wanna you know. What? I made bad symbol by wait. Wait. Oh, wait, hold on. Now you got me concerned. Did I accident? Not that even anyone would notice because of it being the back rooms. It'd be so random. No, let's just make this part stupid big, but not raise the ceiling. Yeah. Giant area of nothing. No pillar, no nothing. It's just a empty area of nothing. Actually, this would... No, this works, actually. Yeah, that works. I just have to figure out where I want all of the ceiling to be. And just have this be like a long hallway to somewhere. Just dead ends going this way. And yeah, just have it this whole area here. Yes. There we go. And we'll get rid of this part of the ceiling. Why is that I can travel faster than I can break blocks? Did I line this up perfectly? Set, stripped, bamboo block. Oh shoot, the wall's too thick. It's starting to... Why? Why is it pissing you off, Tube? What's so wrong about it? I hate how lighting you have to... I might as well just paste the entire wall with light blocks. I might actually do that. Because it's actually making me mad that the wall is like very visually, like you can see where there's a light, but there's not. I don't know. Maybe one day we'll have to just come back to this and like not redesign it, but like make it look better. Look for effortless building mod. Oh boy, what is this? Is that the AI? Minecraft. If effortless building. Let's see, what is this?
As most of you know, I typically...
Let's load the what? No, get not like. Why are you like? No. Get this. How do I get opera? Why are you like this? Why don't merge? Don't get this fuck out of here. No, I don't want Google. Get out of here, Google. You know what? Screw you, Google. Just delete you. Let's check this out.
check out the modded aspect. As most of you know, I typically check out the modded aspect of Minecraft Bedrock, but in my spare time, I do check out a lot of Java mods. So I decided today, why not make a video on it? Because this mod hasn't had an updated video for quite some time. So if we go ahead and press Alt, this is called Effortless Building, which is supported in both survival and creative modes. It lets you build things easily, like in spheres. You can build walls, you can build in lines, you can build in floors. Now, I'm still learning today's mod, but I want to show you what this can actually do. We're going to start with the walls, for example. We'll just go with the regular ones. So if I tap right here, as you can see, outlines the blocks that we're about to place. Now, obviously, if I'm doing this in survival mode, it's going to take them away from my survival inventory. If you're doing this in creative, they're just going to stay there. So I'm going to pure and simply do this as 7. I'm then going to place this down, go across about 4.
Hold on, where's my card? So you can survivor... It's like survival-friendly creative mode. Basically. Oh, and that... Oh, so... Oh, wait. So it's... Oh, this is so good. Because it's basically a building mod that you can then use in freaking survival. That's peak, actually.
Also, just gonna go up. I would typically leave a gap of 2 if I'm building a house. We're then gonna do the exact same again. It is effortlessly building, but still incredible to use. I would also like to add a floor. So in doing so, find where you would like to do this. Let's go ahead and do it here. Drag this as far as you want. Now, bear in mind, in survival, your blocks are taken away. As you can see, this is now being placed down. Now, if you are in creative mode, you can actually break these in bulk as well. Let's say I wasn't fully happy with this. I can take this to here and break these and get rid of them.
What do you mean by that? Like, you can get the light block without...
today's mods. We'll check out each and every single category. This is typically what I've been doing with this. All the land you see over here has been flattened by this mod. Now, this mod isn't new. It's been around for over 7 years and has amounted nearly 10 million downloads. If you do want to check it out for yourself, the links are going to be down below. So let's start with the very basics behind this mod. There are some...
Wait, I just realized who this... Oh, I'm watching. I used to watch this dude, like, back when he played, like, console Minecraft on, like, Xbox. Like not Bedrock Xbox, like old school Xbox Minecraft.
On this video,
I know who this guy is.
A little bit more about the advanced stuff. By pressing Alt, and you have to hold it, this menu is going to pop up. It will start you on the disable option. Now, having this on disable means that you can build in your regular Minecraft way. You can also break in your regular Minecraft way, because of course it can get annoying if you're just having to use all of these every single time. However, what you will notice with this is if you do hover over a specific category, it outlines at the bottom what it...
Okay, hold on. Let me show you real quick. I already have the light as a block. Like, I don't need it commands to... Because it's like a barrier block now. Because now I have it. Yeah, yesterday, me and Tube were... Yeah, it was yesterday. Me and Tube were messing around. Well, because earlier we found out you could just do, like, spawn in light. And then Tube realized it's actually like an item, like a barrier block that you can just pick up. which was very interesting. Oh yeah, oh that's weird that it's, I mean it makes sense, so it's like only, yeah. But yeah, we knew about the light being like an actual placeable thing like yesterday. But I tell you what we do need, like not building wise, but because I'm not showing you guys the whole, this is because the whole map isn't just like the yellow backrooms. There's like going to be other levels, and there's going to be like a storyline and that stuff to it. But the only thing is that, here's the thing right now. So right now for like the actual storyline, for like as the writer position, we have that being 2. And then you kind of have me being like a level designer. But I think what we need at least one more person to be like, kind of like a movie director. Because as much as, you know, Tube is pretty good with a story, and then you have me who's pretty good at like figuring out how to like actually design the world and stuff. We need someone to like be able to like see both the storyline and the actual like build itself, because that's what I'm struggling with right now, is seeing it's like how we make it to where the story is flowing in the world we're creating. And so I feel like we need someone else to be, because like I'm trying to be a director on this whole entire project, but like I'm struggling because I'm like I forgot that we had that. But I'm like struggling to like have them like mindset to figure out like how it's all gonna flow together. The story. Yeah, Tube, you've been doing the lore. What do you think you've been doing? Bro is hold on, I need to, there we go. I needed to do full screen there. But hold on, so bro is thought I woke up my parents from laughing. Nah. Are you having a stroke? What's that? Oh, I thought, okay. Bro is thought. But yeah, we need someone to like help with like figuring out, because I mean, I know Tube's got some stuff set up with his storyline he's got written with, because all I'll say is there's laboratories, and he's got kind of teleporters for like different things he wants to happen. I don't know. The only problem is I don't know who would be a good director other than myself, and I only say myself not as in like a oh I'm so good at it, but just as like, hey, I know what the project is trying to be. Like I have a vision myself, so it's like we need to find someone who also shares the same vision, and so that way we don't end up with just a different map, somebody else's map basically. And not that like I wouldn't care to help with someone else. It's like I want this to be my map, but at the same time, we need some kind of either me or someone else be a director to help be like, hey, this is the story, this is the world, this is how everything should flow, basically. And I don't really know anyone other than me and Tube that's qualified to handle both those subjects and put them together. Is this even... How much of the Backrooms? This only does freaking second level. Oh yeah, there's so much we still need to build. We need to do this half of level 2 as well. Don't really know what I would do as a director. I mean, okay, so basically to explain like why I'm saying like a director, it's just all the director is just someone who oversees all the parts of a project and basically goes, okay, this is what the art people are doing, this is what the storyline people are doing, this is what all the different aspects of a project, and basically making it to where they all like work with each other to make the right things happen. Like for movies, for example, you have the actual actors playing like the characters, but then you also have the writers of the story, and then you also have the people who like do visuals, like do the costume designs, then they do the set designs, and then you have your editors, and a director oversees all of that and basically goes, all right, all of this is flowing and what's the word, is presenting like the image the way they want the story to go. And then so like something goes wrong if like if the storyline doesn't match, or like if someone with the visuals doesn't match with like what the story is trying to say, then they'll be like, oh, we need to change something, or they'll make it work together, if that makes sense. Reason why I kind of stopped writing the story for like a whole week now. I have no clue what you want to because I thought you want to be the director. Alright, here's what I think we should do. I'm not saying we're going to remove the story because that would just be counterintuitive, but I think what we'll do is, because I think I might check out the story off stream so that way it's not spoiled in a way, and then I'll look over that. I'll see, okay, I'll deep dive into what you've got written to like figure out what the best thing to go from there is, because I know you have your, because all I'm gonna say is just the laboratory part of the storyline. You've actually got a pretty good amount of that basically already like in the works. Like you've got command blocks and stuff, which by the way I didn't even know those were like command, like you figuring that out was something, so I'm definitely keeping that in. And so I think I'm just gonna later after stream actually look into all the details of the story and go, okay, this is what's gonna happen. Because restarting or rewriting is something that's like, there ain't no way we're gonna do that at this stage with the lab basically being in like pretty detailed shape with command blocks. It's definitely gonna be something that stays. What would I want this to be? And that's why I also asked you which level you would want. Okay, I'm going to just quickly remove. Wait, hold on. So we'll do. So boom. Oh shoot! Some sand fell off. That. Okay. I'll just have it go up to this way because I'm done messing with that redstone bit. But this is as far as it will go. Because, let's see, you've got... Basic storyline is a girl has fallen into the backrooms. I think what we need to do... I think I know what the problem is. It's less... I think what it is, it's the fact that we're trying to make a actual character, but you're playing as said character. So what's happening is we're designing a game and we're trying to basically make a character in this adventure map. And it's okay, and it's basically we're trying to tell the story of this character while also having like an exploratory backrooms game. That's what it is. That's what our problem is we're trying to figure out how to do both the adventure map and have it contain also the lore and storyline of this character. I think what we need to do is rethink how we want to do the character. How did I switch blocks? I didn't even know I had wool. How did... Yeah, I think that's what it is. We're trying to make a character while also trying to design a game. And trying to do both at the same time is kind of not hindering, but it's like we're trying to do two different things. And it's like it's hard to... Look at that. Let me see what you wrote. To someone with a gun. Stories about us. Have anything to do with each other. Like my moves. I see. So like the diaries are the okay. And it's basically okay. The back of this one. Okay, I understand now. So you're not playing as the character, you're just discovering about a character. Okay. Bro, okay, I'm gonna be honest, broski. Who else is in this stream right now? Maybe pizza rolls. Okay. No turning back now. I mean, nothing really got revealed though. You basically just said the synopsis of what the map is. But the what happens in the story hasn't been revealed. Mostly because that part has yet to be figured out yet. You can't leak something that doesn't exist. But no, I don't think we have to worry because that's literally, yeah, we just basically, that's just the synopsis, which is okay, here's something I hate. I'm gonna go side tangent for a second. What I hate is when a movie comes out and then there's like, here's the synopsis, which is basically like a giveaway, not a giveaway. It doesn't spoil the movie, but it gives you too much information. like I was watching a video the other day, and they're like, here's the synopsis of the Backrooms movie, and I'm like, I don't want to know jack about what the Backroom movie is, because none of the YouTube videos, like the Kane Pixel videos, we weren't given ahead of time. They're like, hey, I'm releasing a new Backroom video in a week. Here's what's gonna happen in the video. That's not how we did it. And so, like, here's a synopsis of the movie. I'm like, I don't want to know what's happening in the movie. I want to just sit down and when it happens, that's when I figure it out. Because that's how that's how the videos work. And this is like the same universe, so like it should if the way your story came to being the way it was by not saying what it was before it came out, then it should be the same way. Now I know they have to give out a synopsis because it's like an official movie. So, like, they have to give out a synopsis. But still. Okay, I guess we're just decided to make that the edge, so... So, okay, here's the main question about this level. Is, level 3... Or, not... How do we... Okay, we need new words to describe different things. Because saying level means... either the floor. We're gonna say floor instead of level. Third floor. How much of the third floor is it gonna be like the same size as this, or is it gonna be a little smaller because of what we're trying to do with the third floor? Because I already know you said you wanted to do something with the third floor, like certain parts of it. Layer 3. I like layer 3. Okay, we'll call them layers. Yeah, I know you said there was a part of layer 3 that you wanted to like put stuff in, like specifically put stuff in. And so, are we going to be building layer 3 as big as the first 2 layers, or is it going to be smaller scale because of that? Because if it's going to be smaller scale, well, I need to know if it's going to be smaller scale, because once I figure out, well, actually, we only got, this is about to be, I'm probably going to only finish up layer 2, or not layer 2, but this half of layer 2 today. Half the size of layer 1. So... in that case, I wish we could get more render distance for the server. So where even is... I'd say probably what we should do is have it to where layer 3 like starts on this kind of row here and goes this way. Because this side is where stuff is going to happen. So I'd say, yeah, have some of it round starting here. Like maybe around here when we start building it, somewhere along here's where we're gonna have the way to get up. Which that's something we need to add. We need to add the way to get up to the next layer. I might do that one off stream though, because that's like a pretty big thing to like, is that you just find it. Okay. Yeah. And we're definitely gonna be, we're probably gonna be actually, to be fair, building layer 3 off stream anyway. Because I know you want to add stuff. You want to add some cool stuff to there. So we'll leave that to be an off stream build. Or I might just let you build that on your own time. I might just let you direct how layer 3 is built. And let you go loose, and then I'll build the rest of layer 2. Oh, it'd be cool. Oh, yes, I know what we should do. Yeah, have it to here. Just a long frickin' 2 long hallways that connect with each other. You're not supposed to tell people the Easter eggs. You're not supposed to do that. I mean, granted, I've already kind of failed at doing that. Bro, everything's yellow filter. I hate this. My my actual eyes, everything's like freaking Breaking Bad filter right now. Walter. Everything's Mexico. Walter, we need to go back to the rooms, Walter. Jesse. How do we get out of here, Jesse? Yo, Mr. White. Look at what I found. Jesse, what the fuck? That's the entity! That's the entity, Jesse! Get the fuck out! Jesse, that's an entity. Jesse, what are you doing? I need to stop. Get some pillar action going on in this room. Put one more down. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's gonna be perfect. Put like a pillar there. Some here. No. I'm not gonna do pillars in there. There, pillar. Cause yeah, I want to leave this area to just be super freaking open. Might put like one pillar there. We'll put some pillars over here. And leave this chunk open. Yeah, I like that. What if you just straight up spell out trans right as like the walls? How would I even do that? Like do a different... Okay. Actually, hold on. That would have to be something that's like in here. Oh, that'd be so fun. Actually, hold on. I love that idea. It's not even like one of those like, oh, secret out of bound Easter eggs or something. No, it's just straight up like a giant sign. Like there's no Easter egg aspect. It's just on the walls. That I would love. Yeah. Yeah, like this wall or... Actually, no. This wall would be perfect because of how long it is. We could definitely make it work. Or just like... Oh, no. You know, no, I don't want it on every wall. But definitely one of these walls. I was going to say put it on like all of them. But that might be excessive. I think just one would just be the right amount. No, like I mean, as in the walls. If you... What if you just... Oh, like, instead of the word in one, it's just like, you just find T-R-A... Okay. Only problem with that is that people dip. I don't know how would. I mean, I know we could do signs, right? But there's not an order to these, so you could go like the wrong order, and you could like you could find like all the letters to it, right? But the problem would be. Why did I even build an entire... Because I'm going to have to copy and paste this more. The only problem would be... You could find them out of order. Like, and I'm talking like super out of order. And you'd be like, what do these words mean? And then it'd be a whole guessing game for the community to figure out. Also, there definitely needs to be lights here. Okay, okay, that's fine. Right next to each other. So then hold on. Let me try to figure out. Let me try to make sure I'm like on the wavelength you are. What if we did hanging signs? That'd be pretty. Should they be No. Should they be hanging signs or should they just be wall signs? So like have one here where it's like T. And then like you keep going R. Like that. Or are we just gonna be like, we're just straight up gonna be a sign just... Oh, like... okay. I'm gonna be... Okay, I understand what you're saying. However, I'm gonna let you direct that. Cause like... You're gonna have to see the vision with... I mean, I see the vision, but like you're gonna have to like execute the vision. You know what I mean? Like... Check DM. Check damn. Giant space. Wait, oh yeah, right. There's more that way of layer 2. Okay. Yeah. Okay, when we do that half, I will figure out how to incorporate that. I completely forget. I forget how big we're building these. Alright, now it's time to do boom. Boom. Now we'll keep. There we go. So that is another part of our backrooms. And there's no lighting in here. Oh, that's fine actually. That's I like that. Oh wait, I don't remember how I designed. Oh, I just built this place. I'm already okay. I mean, like I know where I am, but still. Oh, now I can do the actual lighting stuff because now I can see where the light is like negative. Alrighty. I mean, for like a rough draft, this is looking pretty good. Tried in VR, it feels so different. I will... Okay, I'll definitely try that. Probably not on stream, though. Well, no. I'll try it on a different stream. So that camera is, like, not even... I barely use this camera, and yet it's always, like, not even with the ground. I look up, it's, like, tilted at a 45-degree angle. I'm like, dude, how'd you even get there? They're, like, stiffly mounted to the monitor, and you still are somehow sitting on a 45-degree angle. But yeah, probably next week, next week, guys, next week. Probably next week's stream, I will go ahead and try to build, or not build, experience, probably experience some of this with VR. And I'll probably, ooh, you know what I'll do? I'll do it right at the beginning of stream. Yeah. I told you it would be crazy. If, like, trying to do it blind. I know it's gonna be impossible as the creator to do that, but, like... So, like, I take a little bit off from building this. Like, oh, no, like, let's say later on, when we've, like, finished this level of the Backrooms, and we're, like, working on the other levels. Oh, that's what we should do. And they'd be like, guys, the map has released. Or, like, maybe, or no. Oh, I know what we should do. I know what we should do. What we should do is... So we're like, we finished the map, right? And what we should do is, I swear, Pizza Rolls, it's, I keep losing my train of thought because you keep blasting your fireworks. No. Get away from me, you fiend. No, get away. But what we should do is, like, so, like, let's say, so we finish the map, right? And then, like, as we're, like, beta testing it to make sure, like, the map is playable and all the stuff works, we should, as we're beta testing it, record our POVs. And so it'd be, like, our first time reaction. Wow, okay, that doesn't do anything. Boom. I know we won't have sound for a minute, but I'm just gonna let him get it out of his system real quick. We'll wait till see when he notices. Just gonna wait here menacingly. I almost just closed the tab. Shut up! Ad. I don't want your advertisements. The only thing that's going to be advertised is my Fortnite creator code. Which is like barely it's not made. It is literally, I got an email the other day from Epic that said like, hey, It's like, hey, you've been so uneligible to get a payout from your credit code that we've actually taken away funds. We've taken away funds that you, by the way, wouldn't get anyway, but we've also removed those from your payout, even though you weren't ever gonna get paid out because you don't meet the requirements. I'm like, thanks Epic for letting me know that not only am I not getting a payout, but I'm now receiving less money from the payout that I'm already not receiving. So thanks for letting me know that. Thanks for letting me know I'm essentially making negative dollars right now. I'm in debt. I mean, I'm not spending money to be in. I'm not spending money. Is the thing. I'm just not making. It's weird, yeah. It's like I'm in debt, but I'm not in debt. If that makes sense. I think I did something wrong. Hold up. Oh, this is weird with no sound. Oh god, it's back. How is there a hole? How? This just got placed. How is there... Ah, yes, the little secret corner of the backrooms that isn't actually got anything in it. Easter egg. Oh no. Oh. Pfft. No one's gonna take this map seriously. No one. Oh, there's a little teaser there on the side there. There's a little teaser. Even though it's not much of a teaser because it's the out of bounds visual. And Pizza Roll just gained 20 more new concussions. You know what would be funny? I'm gonna save that idea for later. I have a funny haha, but I'm gonna wait to I'm gonna do that at a later date. On a time I'm not streaming. Just know I got a funny haha I'm gonna add. And the problem is no one is going to know, and then no one who's watching this, no one who's, even if people watch this replay, they won't know it. Send you haha, so you know. What? Oh, wait. Alright. This ain't even gonna be an Easter egg, because this is in a confined room. If I break out, am I actually gonna get into the game? Okay, I am in the game. Oh no. I'm so scared. I'm seeing teleportations and oh, that's a bunch of teleports in chat. Hold on a second. No. Boom. Is there... There is. Okay. Okay. That's how I'll do it. Can I escape? Oh god, I just hit F1. Wait. Oh, you have to be in the game. Okay, you have to be in the game to activate F1. How did this happen? How did this happen? We didn't even mess with this level. We haven't touched this part of the back room. I know it happened with different doors and different parts of like the levels we're doing, but like how? That is indeed a funny. Yes. 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 Wait, what? Or. Wait, no, I wanna. Oh, this is. Oh, that's not creepy. This map really isn't that scary if you have bad render distance, because, like... How even far? That's not even that far. Hold on. Yeah, like, I can... make the trailers. Well, I imagine what we're gonna do, because we're planning to release the map before the movie comes out, which is good. So that's a middle of May. So I'd say here's what we're gonna do. We're going to, I'd say here in a few weeks, we're gonna build some more of the game, right? And here in a few weeks we'll do like a teaser trailer that's just like let's see, how do we want to do this? Because I know, like, the big trailer, when we're closer to like having the game fully built, or like 99% or like 90% built, that will be like the big trailer, which I believe we're gonna have that come out around mid to late April, because that will be just before the beginning of May, which is when the map's actually gonna come out. So here in a couple weeks it'll be like mid to late March. And so that will be like our initial like little teaser trailer. And that one is literally just going to be whatever we have to that point. So here in a couple weeks, whatever we've got built, we'll figure out how to film it into like just like a little trailer. And it won't be, and the trailer's not going to be anything crazy, because it'll just be a teaser, because we're definitely not going to have the map finished within a couple weeks. But then it's like by the middle or end of April will be like main trailer, when the map's like hopefully 90% done. And then hopefully come beginning of May, we finish up that last 10%. We actually release it before the movie comes out. Which I need to check, actually, when is the... I know it's May. The Backrooms movie release date. I know it's May 20... Okay, perfect. It's literally the very end of May is when the movie comes out. So we can actually release the map probably, like, I don't know. Probably, like, smack dab middle March. Not March, May. Yeah. So probably smack dab middle of May, because that will give us, like, we'll probably do, like, 2 weeks before the movie comes out, we'll release the map. And then so like a couple weeks before that comes out, maybe a month. So probably the end of... No. Middle of April. Probably middle of April we'll release our big trailer. And then here in a couple weeks, whatever we have finished, we'll splice that into some kind of teaser trailer. That's weird. Oh, also, hey, Tube, if you ever want to, if you want to do like screenshot teasers, like on your own Twitter page, you're free to do that. You just decide what you want to tease. You decide how much you want of, you know, whatever. So if you want to do screenshot teasers on your own Twitter, you can do that if you want to like help with hype. I would do that, but I've changed to Blue Sky and there's not really, I've kind of killed my audience with that, but it's fun. Ooh, no, you know what we need to do? Is if you do a teaser that you post on Twitter, also post the teaser in like the gaming channel and make it like an announcement. Or no, announcements, that's where it should go into. So anytime you do a teaser, yeah, that's what we should do. I'm getting sidetracked. I need to finish this half of the Backrooms. Or at least get... Okay. That's it. Go ban Airborne. They just said a no word. Is chat working? Hold on. Is my chat broken? Okay. I would say we'll discuss I would say tomorrow morning we could discuss more of the stuff like in a VC. However, tomorrow morning I'm getting a haircut, so, and then I go back to work, so I won't, tomorrow I'll be too busy to pop on. So probably Friday I'll hop in a VC with you and we can we can get some roadmap stuff done, like actually like with each other. Oh, actually I should ask Pizza Roll. Oh, you're on stream still. Oh, it does say 2. I'm dumb. Huh. I'm live. You can't do that. I thought you were pizza rolls. I wasn't even paying attention to the Discord. I was just like, oh yeah, pizza rolls joined the VC.
That is forever etched in the VOD now.
What is it? 2 hours? How far are we? 2.5 hour
2 hours.
mark.
2.5 hour mark.
Oh no,
He
wait,
just-
no, wait, no, 1.5 hour mark. I don't know where it said 2. Let's see. Oh, Tube says hi, Dad.
Oh, hello, children. Hello, child.
Also, Pizza Roll, you didn't answer my question.
What?
I asked Pizza Rolls if he wanted to help with building, because me and Tube have decided, since you know the Backroom movie is coming out.
Tube. Yeah.
So we decided, because a long time ago I made a Backrooms Minecraft map.
That doesn't surprise me in the slightest, actually.
And me and Tube was like, yo, well, because no, initially I told people, I was like, yeah, I'll make a part 2. And that was 4 years ago, and I never ended up making a part 2.
Just like all good sequels. Never actually happens.
So me and Tube, we got to like seeing that I like told people that, and we were like, well, the movie's coming out, and we have a couple months. Do we want to just actually make part 2 finally? And
No.
so yeah, we're finally working on it. Right now we're kind of in a right now there's a writer. We're in the current process of both building the map and then also figuring out how we're gonna do this. I mean, we figured out what we're doing for the story, but like actually implementing it in the map is what we're on the is our current dilemma.
Is that man drinking a White Claw? It is. Oh, I thought it was 2:30. It is almost 4:30. How is it that time already?
Don't wait. Did you not work today?
No, I did. I just genuinely thought that it was earlier in the day.
You're a goober. You're a goober.
I will rotate you 5 degrees to the left. Everything gets rotated. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Actually, no, we're not gonna make the ceiling quite yet. We're gonna make the walls first. The map needs some depth. What do you mean the map needs some depth?
Depth.
Depth. You can't forget the P. You gotta depth.
Oh.
Well, I'm sorry. All I have is the power of copy and paste in like a limited imagination. Oh, broken walls. Hold on. Do we have? That's the wrong button.
That's the wrong. Y'all need some glitter. Anyways, I was just saying hi, goodbye. I'll be home in a little bit. You creature of the internet.
Okay.
I was gonna say what I usually say, but I can't say what I usually say.
Alright.
Alright, peace out, Girl Scout. Bye-bye.
Boy. Everything needs to rotate. Look at this. Look at this photograph. No. this one. Also, why are you lagging? Where did he go? Oh. Wait, a Fortnite update in... What do you mean a Fortnite update in an hour? It is going to be 5 p.m. America time. That is not Fortnite update time. Hello? Hello? No. That is how we're gonna do the wall. I like this one better. You're a pig, I hope you know that. Downtime will be 1.5. Why? Why would there be... What in the world huh? I am so confused. I am so confused right now. How is there downtime? How is there an update? It is... Hold on, I'm about to share... Because... Hold on, Tube. Send me the source of where you're getting this information from. Send me what your actual source, because that doesn't make... I don't know how we're getting a downtime. Okay, if it was just an update that like gets pushed and it's just like, automatically like there, I could maybe see it. Check Twitter. I'm assuming, yeah, I figured it's on the official Fortnite page. Why is fiber here? Get out of here. Oh, wait, downtime is expected to be... But it doesn't have a date. What? Hold on. What about this one? Tomorrow's 4 a.m. Eastern. Yeah. Tube, you're... Tube. It's currently 5 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. You got your time. Yeah, no, there's not. That's like 12. Hold on. 3 a.m. That's like 11 hours. You're 11 hours early, Tube. I don't know how you got the time you did. I think you missed an AM and a PM. And you also still got it wrong anyway, because if it was happening in PM, it would have already happened. I didn't see the message. You sent the message as... Or the message came through as I wasn't looking at chat. I was on the twitter.com site. Okay. I missed the message. Forgive me, child. Nuh-uh. 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 What if, hold on. I have funny. I have a funny idea. Oh. If I do that. Oh. Hold on, stack. Okay. Oh wow, it went right into the ceiling. Okay. No. What is this? What? I never. What? What is? What? Hold on. No. What? Hey, what is this? Whoa! Hey, you! I'm sorry. What are these? What are these? Okay, these like kind of okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand structure blocks. I've never seen someone actually use those before. I don't understand them. My brain is not, my uber autism is not uber autisming right now. The uber autism Bluetooth device is not pairing. You cannot handle the uber instincts of my uber autism. Observe. What? Is that the X-Men logo? Structure void. I don't understand. There's literally nothing about this I understand. Alright, I'm done with my pillars. I cannot hold it in anymore. I just need to ooh-doo-doo-doo. Knowledge book. Huh? There's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing. You lied. It's like a parallel block, but only for stuff like water and mobs. So it's like an invisible fence, kind of. Shoot, Pizza Rolls is gonna have to like become a teacher to help us understand these hidden blocks. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Me likey. Hold on, I want to do something. Oh, you can't do the frickin' water. Wind. Water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation. Only the Avatar. What was that? Why'd you do that? Use a head out, go to EP. Okay. Baba Tubus. Baba Tube. Have sweetie dreams. D. Yes. 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 D. Okay, when do we ever... Okay, I want to ask somebody at Mojang. At what point is this ever needed? Why would you ever need a command block in a minecart? He doesn't make any sense now, does it, matey? What are you trying to do? My good sire, what are you trying to do? Bro is cooking right now. He is cooking hard right now. I'm not gonna look in this command block. I'm gonna let him cook. I don't quite understand what's happening. But the brains be braining right now. Hold on. What the? What are you doing? What is Broski doing? The redstone right now is going insane. I see what's happening. No, it's not that. Alright. I have no idea what bro is what is broski broskiing about? Broski Loski. Loki. This is really confusing. I'm gonna simplify this redstone right now. This is very amusing to watch. What the?
I want to commit tax evasion.
No. 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 Where did... What even... Okay, what does this do? The starting point for a test... The what? 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 You're gonna have to explain yourself right now, boy. What the hell you be doing? I got an idea. What is he doing? Hello. Hello, Julia. If you ask what is happening, I'm asking the same question. We're supposed to be building the backrooms right now, but this little rapscallion is apparently brain blasting on something. What that something is, they have refused to say. It's got something to do with minecarts. I want to continue my project, but I'm too intrigued now by this redstone contraption that involved command blocks earlier. Why is there wood now? I feel like I'm watching like a YouTube short right now, or like a TikTok, and like stuff is just happening, and you're like, why is that there? There's the command blocks. There's 3 of them. Wait, hold on. What does this have to do with what? What? Wait. What? Huh? What do you mean your monitor disconnected? Huh? I feel like I'm losing my mind right now. So, you're a professional time waster. You wasted, what, 10 minutes? You successfully rage baited me into doing nothing for 10 minutes. Let me guess, these don't even say anything, do they? You bozo. Alright. I think now we're gonna switch gears. I think now is time that we switch over to a new subject of this, because now do that, doom, boom. Watch later. So, what I've decided, guys, is we are going to be watching some of my watch later playlist. I'm saying some because some of them are like 2 hour long videos that we're not gonna sit through the entirety of. We're just gonna kind of go through the content I have saved. So mute that for now.
Hey, I was gonna deliver.
Okay. Now, if anything weird happens, guys, I have not seen these videos, so I can't. Yeah, you can't blame me. You can't blame me. So, where's my display? Here it is. All right. This first one here is titled "Henry and William Were Lovers: FNAF Theory." Two decided one heck of a time to drop out. One day in 19.
Hey, I was gonna deliver.
Oh, for... Hi there, my name's Ruin, and today I'm here to explore the law in a way that no one else has ever done before, and how it makes William innocent. Let's go. We'll start with their backstory. Henry was the designer of animatronics, and William was a businessman who also built animatronics. It's kind of unclear. Anyway, they both end up being co-owners of Fazbear Entertainment, but we first started with the Fredbear.
I'm screenshotting this real quick.
Family diner. It was at this point, late 70s, early 80s.
Was that the bite of 87?
That Henry and William both had wives and their respective children, Charlie, Dave, Elizabeth, and Michael. Yes, I'm a Dave CC believer, sue me. However, William had been neglecting his children, leading to Dave being killed in the bite of 83 after a freak accident. After this, they then opened Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Not FNAF 2 because something timelines. It was at one of these places that Charlie, Henry's daughter, is hit and run by a certain William Afton. Around this time, William becomes a super scientist and decides to build the Terminators of FNAF, the fun times. Then his daughter McFricking dies to one of these animatronics, possessing Circus Baby. William becomes obsessed with Remnant, trying to go across pizzerias to extract the metal from the animatronics. However, he gets caught by the spirits of the children he killed. Wait, did I forget to mention that? He goes on a killing spree. He then gets spring-locked because water dropped into the suit, leading to a pretty horrific death. He gets locked away for a while, and meanwhile, the final remaining Afton child, Michael, goes to Afton's Funtime basement, gets his organs scooped out in place of an amalgamation of all the Funtimes, then goes on a spree to burn down all of Freddy's locations, including the one his good old papa is at. He finally reaches the last place where Henry and Michael work together to burn down the building, freeing any remaining spirits for good and dying in the fire themselves. Supposedly. There's a lot of people who think Michael got out. So, this feels quite cut and dry. Henry and William hate each other. Henry kills William. Their entire bloodline is now missing, except their wives, but we don't really know what's going on with them. So how the heck could this be romantic in any way? Well, I propose an alternate theory.
Oh, no.
First, let's look at common romantic tropes and how they fit. For this, I used Jericho Writer's top 20 romantic tropes, and we'll see if Henry and William fit them.
Oh, no.
Instead of taking you through all 20, I'll just show you the ones that fit Henry and William. 1. The meet cute, where one of them embarrasses themselves and they meet. Henry and William likely met because Henry's business is dying. 2. Enemies to lovers. Again, Henry's business was failing, and Henry must have been bitter for it, surely. Plus, they were enemies again by the end. Get on AO3, because this is top tier angst. 3. False proximity. In FNAF 4, we see the room where the performers get suited up. That's a very small cupboard they'd have to squeeze in. 4. Destiny. You cannot tell me that their fates weren't entirely intertwined. The whole FNAF timeline only happens because of their destiny being so united. 5. Forbidden love. They both had their wives in its late 70s, early 80s. They could never be together. 6. I have a secret. Well, I think William's mass murder counts as a secret. One that...
Am I alone in this? Hold on. No. There's a soul still here. I think it's pizza rolls. Okay. Just want to make sure before we continue, because I feel like I'm about to lose my faith in humanity. And I want to make sure I have a person with me when this happens.
could break Henry and William's relationship. 7. Fake relationship. They hated each other at first, but had to form this business relationship. 8. Love triangle. We'll talk about Edwin Murray later.
What?
9.
No.
Opposites attract. I mean,
Wait.
about Edwin Murray later. 9. Opposites
I swear to God, I saw them kissing.
attract. I mean, just look at their color schemes. These dudes were polar opposites. 10. Fish out of water. William was out of his depth with building animatronics. Henry was out of his depth with business deals. They helped each other. That's half of the 20 tropes, by the way. 11. Stuck together. They literally need each other to keep the business going. Neither one of them could run it alone. 12. Just friends. They're just business partners. 13. It was right in front of you all along, and it was. Henry and William die in a fire together, and also Henry loses William when the accident happens when William goes insane. 14. Happily ever after. Or not. They both end up dead, not having the happy ending, making this a tragic love story. So, that's 14 out of 20 romantic tropes that Henry and William fit. However, I did say we were going to talk about Edwin Murray too. Throughout Secret of the Mimic, we learn that Edwin loved his wife and son, even building an animatronic to replace his wife. That's what he wants you to believe anyway. Isn't it interesting that his wife died at Fallfest, an event supposedly held by Fazbear Entertainment, shifting the blame onto them? Isn't it interesting, at the first possible opportunity, Edwin locks his wife away in Mexes? I don't know, man. Then, the Mimic goes crazy, mimicking William Afton, dressing like him. What if I told you that William never did the murders? It was Edwin's Mimic, made to tear Henry and William apart.
What?
Because Edwin loved Henry. And this reframes the entire FNAF timeline, and it means we've been looking at this the wrong way the entire time. No wonder we weren't able to solve it, especially mysteries like what's in the box, because we were looking at it at completely the wrong angle. Let's reboot this timeline. Henry and William meet in the 1960s, feeling an instant attraction to each other. Henry is a failing businessman, but William just finds him so brilliant. They create a deal. Henry will deal with the building of animatronics. William will handle the business side. Their company begins to thrive, and so does their relationship. Something more is there. But back then, being gay was frowned upon. The world just wasn't ready for them.
No. This is the average, most sane. This is the most normal FNAF fan theorist, by the way.
So they find themselves wives, have kids,
Most
doing
average
what was
FNAF
common
fan.
back then, finding beards in quotes. Henry is able to get along with his wife, and so is William. But it's not long before they lead to a divorce. It's not working. They still love each other. Meanwhile, they begin to realize that they're falling a bit behind on the workload, and they have a chance to expand the business. Edwin Murray. At first, they get along well, but Edwin and Henry are unusually close. Of course, William is quite jealous, but Henry is happy. However, William begins to get suspicious. The springlock suits that are being sent are dangerous and malfunctioning. It's like Edwin is sabotaging his own work. So of course, William sends back feedback for Edwin to fix them. Edwin begins to lash out, gets absorbed in his work, and becomes deeply jealous of William and Henry's relationship. To get back at the company, he sets it up so his wife dies at Fazbear's Fall Fest. Of course, Henry is devastated for Edwin, spending more time with him and comforting him. William is devastated by this, but still, Henry's happiness is his priority. He goes out of his way to help the financially ruined Edwin, even buying Edwin's family land, but letting Edwin remain there. But soon, Edwin's son has died too. Edwin is so absorbed in his hatred for William and love for Henry that he neglects David, leading to David's death. Edwin blames this on William for being in the way. Edwin decides to start an evil plan to frame William and get him out of the picture. And so he brings William to his house one day to show his new technology and how it imitates his son. Edwin and William fight because something is strange and it feels inhumane. It's not healthy for Edwin to do this. And so, the mimic becomes afflicted with the personality of William and David. His plan is working, but the mimic continues to imitate David, the false identity, not William. So Edwin beats it. He succeeds in turning the mimic into a William substitute, but in doing so, gets killed by it too. You see, the mimic was inflicted by William's sadness and anger, not his incredibly good nature. The mimic takes a while to plan to scheme. If it is to be evil, it must plan things. And William, unintentionally, gives him this opportunity. When William's son died, it's easy to present him as a broken man. William is grieving and becomes distant from Henry. Meanwhile, Henry believes William has been manipulating Edwin before his death, and can never trust him again. Their bond is broken. So when Henry's daughter dies in the back alley, witnessed in a purple car, driven by mimic William, Henry loves William too much to report him, so instead, he tells William to leave and never come back. William goes to the Funtime basement, building a place to hide away. His feelings for Henry are written and sealed into a box, hidden under the ground.
No, you're not, no, this isn't how, no. You're not gonna tell me. You're not gonna tell me after 10 years of not knowing what's in this frickin' box. After 10 frickin' years, you're not gonna tell me that what's inside the box is a love letter from William to Henry.
Right now, there was no chance of rekindling his relationship with Henry. Some things are best left forgotten.
No.
For now. But then, an idea has come to mind. If he wasn't driving the car, but someone who looks like him did, then it must be something else. Edwin's mimic. He begins to experiment, knowing he can prove it. Meanwhile, he rents out animatronics to other places in order to fund his adventures. He finds the answer in an accidental way. His daughter dies to Circus Baby, and now Michael hates him too. Even worse, the mimic has begun a spree of murder hiding inside the Golden Rabbit suit. Henry thinks this can only be William, but at least William finally has the answer. He rushes to the pizzeria, going into the Backrooms to find Henry and explain the truth, but the children see William and think he's the murderer. He sees an old suit, and
Why
in
is
a
there the
desperate
mobile
attempt to
game?
save himself, he hides in the suit. He begins to laugh hysterically at how stupid the whole situation is. When the springlock suit goes off, spirits think they have their justice, and Henry finds William there. He thinks he found the murderer. He seals off the place, William wronged and just wanting to right this injustice. Finally, several years later, he is unearthed and put into Fazbear Frights. He needs a plan to escape and share the truth, and lo and behold, there is Michael, his beloved son. But Michael has been scooped. Elizabeth has misunderstood her father's mission too, inflicted by William's agony and sadness at being framed for the murders. Thinking he really did them, leading to the scooping, Michael is resentful. William begs for Michael not to leave him there, not to be left to this awful fate, but it's too late. Michael misunderstands and burns William. He is trying to undo his father's acts, not knowing they're not actually his father's. Then we reach Pizzeria Simulator and we know what happens. Henry dies with the one who got away, the one he thought he could trust, not realizing that William was never the villain. The Mimic's job is done. He creates and uploads a series of games painting William as the villain, forever ruining his reputation. But Edwin never died. He wasn't done. Henry was now dead. He could never have Henry's love. He becomes delusional and begins to build a life as if he were William. He finds the Mimic again, who is lacking directive, to build William's family again. But with Henry and William dead, he finds a contract loophole where he inherits everything back that he invented for them, leading to a great fortune, letting him build the Pizzaplex. He gives the Mimic a purpose back. It was difficult to put the pieces together, but this time it went right. He kidnaps Gregory to replace Crying Child. He kidnaps Vanessa to make her into Elizabeth. The Mimic, however, knows this is wrong. He is at William's place of death, and now he feels William's pain. He calls Cassie down to free him. He has to get the truth out, but she runs from him. He just wants to tell the truth. She's about to get away, but she must understand. He crashes the elevator and also saves Cassie from Edwin's reach. He has to fix things.
Cassie, you don't understand! William's not evil!
And now, it's time to take Edwin down and free the Mimic. And it makes sense. There isn't any evidence to disprove this. You've all fallen for Edwin's narrative. But that's not the real point of this video. The point of this video is to prove something. Math theories are so stupidly hard to make these days. We have so little canon information that we're gambling with theories these days. This whole video was to prove a point. We have such little context these days to work with, such little confirmed information, and I don't think this is a good thing. Once upon a time, sure, but we need to heavily rely on the new game to solve it, and I do think something has to change. We can guess and theorize, but there are so many retcons and changes these days that it's possible that one day we wake up, a book comes out, Henry and William really were in love and it was Edwin's Mimic the whole time. The lore is constantly changing, and whilst the games are getting better, something needs to change. Even sources like the confirmed guide were absolutely full of misinformation, and it feels like there's a lack of care compared to what there used to be. It feels intricate detail is missing to the point that we're all so excited when a new ARG comes out, even though it is entirely fake. And I think this is an opportunity, if I'm being honest. Steel Wool has the opportunity to restore classic FNAF clues, classic FNAF evidence, classic FNAF lore, but we do need more to work with. It's not possible to keep going this way, and the franchise will slowly flicker out if it doesn't stay consistent. FNAF as a whole will slowly die if we don't do something, because the fandom is dying out. The theories are becoming more and more outlandish because we have nothing to work with, and we can't keep this pattern. FNAF theorists are so passionate, but when you're not giving them anything much to work with, it's quite difficult. It is improving, mind you. I think Secret of the Mimic was definitely a massive improvement on hiding that lore, especially like the little emails, but there's still a way to go. And that is all for today. Thank you for joining me on this crazy ride. I hope you enjoyed it. And wait, what's that Was that the bite of 87? That's a very small cupboard they'd have to squeeze in. It was Edwin's Mimic, made to tear Henry and William apart. Because we were looking at it at completely the wrong angle. But William just finds him so brilliant, leading to David's death. When you're so gay, you're driven by Mimic William. Fucking Mimic William, bro. William's not evil.
Oh.
I've got bleach.
I just gathered a list of the most insane, fascinating, and straight up clickbait looking
now
YouTube
this
shorts
one I'm
foods on the
excited for.
entire internet. And today
this
I'm
one
going
sit
to
for
be
a minute.
cooking every single one of them, starting with
Oh, yes. This. Oh, I want to make this in real life. Wait, isn't it covered in Cheeto dust? Yeah, it's bad. Yes! Oh, I need to make this. I need to make this sometime in real life.
Why did I decide to make this? Okay, let's start it. The real reason that I'm doing this is because every single time that I scroll YouTube Shorts, I see these insane looking foods, and it's got me wondering, are these foods actually good? I want to find the truth. So after I'm done making each one of these foods, I'm either gonna rate them edible or clickbait. Oh my gosh, they're all individually packaged. I have to unwrap all of these. These were the only square ham that I could find. They're significantly bigger than my bread and cheese. Now it's time to stack them. We're gonna stack them up. All right, let's lock in. Lock in. Bang. It's leaning a little bit. This isn't good. And place it on top. Dude, it's so lopsided. Now let's just slide this over to the side and we're gonna make the batter that we're gonna deep fry it in. Because it wasn't unhealthy enough.
That is the one thing I've noticed about this
flour,
one.
this
I'm
much
like,
baking
this is so
powder,
unhealthy, but
half
like,
a teaspoon of salt.
you only live once.
Now we mix this in. Now let's put this to the side. Grab our hot Cheetos. Such a weird recipe.
Yes, I need this. I need this so much in real life. I need to make this.
And now let's pour our batter on top. I didn't cover the whole thing. We need more batter. Quick. We need to act fast. Trying to go to this stuff. Think about that much of this stuff. And water. We need some water. Now let's cover it in hot Cheeto dust. Yay!
Bro did not cover it. He did not.
This is no longer a
that
grilled
is not
cheese.
Dust.
This is
That is just that's crumb, not dust.
now
There's a
art. Now we're gonna deep fry it. This is going to go down as the worst recipe I've ever made. I'm not even joking.
No, this is
it's
the
so
best
bad.
recipe.
This is a lot of oil, but it's necessary. I hope this goes well. Oh shoot, this is not good. It's too bubbly. Yeah, lower
Bro,
the.
your deep fry. You need like a to make this. You need a like actual deep fryer. That is not. That is like baby size. I'm not even like a chef or anything, but I can just tell you, I'm like that needs to be bigger.
Temperature
That
on
needs
this.
to be like.
That is boiling.
If you're gonna do it on a stove without an actual deep fryer, you need like one of those big old pots, like you make like chili in or something. Cause like there's no, you can't deep fry in that unless what you're deep frying is like a nugget. Unless you're deep frying a nugget or fries, you're not this size is not working without like a giant pot.
Let's try it again, shall we? Dude, the sides of it are falling off.
Yeah, you need like. Dear God.
That is
Bro,
not.
this guy.
It's.
Oh no! Oh no! Bro did not get an A+ on the assignment. He did not get an A+. Oh god. Granted, this is probably what mine would look like when I do inevitably make this in real life. I will make this in real life, and you already know I'm gonna turn it into a video. Oh, it's gonna be so horrible. I'm gonna need like actually though, like my parents to help me with this. Like my dad. He's like gonna be like, okay, first of all, that's not how you set the oven.
Done, guys. It's finished. We did it. Look how delicious it looks. I'm not trying this.
Bro, my brother and bro, I would eat this so good. Like even if it looked like that, even if it looked like this,
This is the definition of a clickbait food.
I would still eat it. Like my ass is still eating this. That's why I want to make it.
This is a thumbs down. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm still
okay?
making
This is
it.
terrible.
I do not care. I think you might just suck. Oh my goodness. What is this? I've never seen this, even seen this one before.
don't have a coffee maker like they do. I have a normal coffee maker. I got some chocolate here. Let's open this up.
This brother, dude. No, Mr. Hold on. I need to quickly. Hold on. I need to. Okay, hold on. I need to play all my.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no. What the. Man, who invited this kid?
What the Sigma?
Let's go. Our Mr. Beast chocolate bar. So I think they kind of just placed the bar on top of the coffee mug.
No,
like this.
never use.
Moment.
By the way, but okay, hold on. If you're making coffee or hot chocolate,
When
I have a pet
does
peeve
it
about this.
happen?
I have a pet peeve about this
In
right
2
now.
days.
I don't care what anyone says. If you make, like, especially like a hot chocolate coffee recipe, if it is involving the melting of a chocolate bar, like not just like chocolate, like a chocolate bar, it has to be Hershey. And if you fight me and say that's not, you shouldn't have to do that, I'm gonna fight you. And the only reason why you should use something that isn't a Hershey bar as the chocolate bar is if it's like a chocolate bar that's like gluten-free or milk-free or some kind of free, whatever, because you have like an allergy. That's the only excuse I'll let you have. But even then, it's like, it better still be Hershey brand. Or at least not Mr. Beast brand. Like, don't make your hot chocolate / coffee with Mr. Beast chocolate. That's just not, that's not it, Chief.
Of truth. Let's
Rant
pour
over.
it very gently. Oh, it is it melting? I think it's melting, chat. Come on, break, Feastables. It's breaking. Yes, it's breaking. A very little bit, but it is breaking. Okay, that was too much. Yes, almost. Yes. Yeah. No. Go in the coffee cup. Tastes like hot chocolate coffee. This stuff's great. I'm giving this one a thumbs.
I don't care if it tastes great. Don't use
up.
Mr. Beast chocolate. That's just, you just made a bowl. Oh no, it's got Jello in it.
I have a tiny watermelon instead of a big one because I'm not gonna eat that entire watermelon. First, we have to cut it and take out the insides.
Pours hot liquid on chocolate. Is surprised that it melts.
Let's start taking our strawberries, cutting the stems off, and putting them in the water.
Here's the thing, all right? Yeah, that literally was just physics happening. There was no, like, recipe. There was no cool recipe with that. Because he literally at the end was like, oh, it's just hot chocolate coffee. So basically, it was just a fun way to make it. It wasn't actually the recipe. I've made that before. I've made hot chocolate coffee before.
Watermelon.
It's just a... That last one was just
Okay, cool.
actually
Now let's
clickbait.
chop
It
them
wasn't
all
even
in half.
clickbait. It was view bait is what
Now
it was.
let's stick it inside of the watermelon and see if it fills it
here's
all the
something
way
to
up.
look at, but there's no
Now the next step is to
reason
get our
to do
gelatin
this.
water and place it in there. Pour that in there.
This is something I could see
Now
my
I'm gonna
dad
go and
making.
stick this in the
This is
freezer
something my
and I'll
dad
see you
would
guys in a few hours.
absolutely make.
So, the melon is
Like, I
now
come back
out.
home
It's
from work.
frozen. It's frozen solid. It's ice. It's not... This is not Jello. Either way, I'm gonna cut it open and try it.
I think
Well,
it's...
that's not working.
I'm also okay. Complain. I know I'm pausing too much. It's frozen probably because he didn't make the Jello right. Because you have to, like, heat up Jello, and then you gotta freeze the Jello. And I'm betting you this guy did not do that process.
Let me go see if I can find something
I
else.
learned
I'm gonna try to
how
use
make
this to
Jell-O
cut it
from
up
that one
with.
Mark Rober video where like with an actual Jello pool.
Yes. There we
You have to, like, figure out how
go.
to,
It
like, freeze
worked.
and heat it up.
Oops. And now let's take a bite. Thumbs down. Why would you ever even do this? Just eat watermelon or eat strawberries. There's
You
no
also
reason
made
to
it
do
wrong.
this.
You don't know how to make Jello. Even as a guy that doesn't make Jello, I know you made it wrong. Oh, this probably that would be peak. Is this just gonna be hot chocolate? Oh, it's fudge. Oh.
All right, first thing we need a milk carton, some milk, and a pot. First things first, we need to open up our milk carton.
If this works,
here. There we
that's
go.
actually peak.
Now let's just fill it to the brim with our milk here. Now let's dump this milk into our pot.
Oh, and
now we need to pour in some sugar. Now it's time to pour in all of our gelatin powder. While we let the gelatin powder soak into the milk, let's cut up our chocolate.
I thought he deadass was about to be like, let's talk about today's sponsor.
These up. So now let's very gently pour it.
Okay, we're good.
Into our carton here. Very gentle, very gentle.
Oh, that was kind of that was comical. It didn't
now
say anything.
I'm gonna go stick it in the freezer. Alrighty, here is our frozen carton of hopefully.
Why do people do that? Why is it? Why do people do this? Where like they're not wearing glasses for like one part, right?
Oh, I'm gonna go stick it in the freezer. Alrighty.
They come back 6 hours later. He's now wearing glasses. Why are you wearing glasses now? Did broski, you didn't need glasses before? Do you have good eyesight or some shit? I'm kind of projecting right now because I am someone who cannot live without glasses. So seeing someone who can live by life with no glasses and then glasses, like I'm mad at that. I'm mad at you. How dare you just have good vision?
Here is our frozen carton of hopefully a cake-looking
like
thing.
I have such an ADHD
just turn it upside down,
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say right now, it's not about the color. It's not about the color. I know this because I've made hot chocolate before, and the same, even though it wasn't Jello, the same kind of thing happened where like the colors were just not. It was not that like beautiful dark brown, but do not let it fool you. It tastes the same as if it was. Don't let the color.
What is
Why? Hold on. Is it two different colors of brown? Oh wait, no, that's. Oh wait, no, I know what happened. I know what happened. All the chocolate sunk to the bottom, so this part is nice and brown, but then this part isn't. So this part is good. Is like. Times whatever more is gonna have more chocolate flavor than whatever is gonna be in this top half.
It's like, but I want to try it. It's like a chocolate milk Jello thing. It should be good. We cut a thin slice.
Oh no way! That's like what you did. Yeah, that's what it is. You just called it what it is.
I kind of like it. Wow, this side is way darker. Honestly, it looks a lot better in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
And that's why it tastes better, just does. It's like a 9 out of 10 food. But I'm gonna give this one a thumbs up. This is good.
It's good, except for the fact that it's only like 2 of 5. It's only like 2 of 5/3. That's not. Hold on. Hold up. Only like 2/5 of the is like actually good edible crab, and then the other 3/5 are like not good because it all sunk to the bottom. What is this? What is that? I can't tell. It's so saturated. I can't tell what that is. It's just orange. There is no. What is it? What?
This is a disgusting dessert. This won't taste good, but it looks cool, so I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna make a mini.
This is about to taste horrible, by the way. It's
version,
literally.
I don't have
this
enough
is
corn
literally
syrup.
just
All right,
for
first
the,
step,
literally
corn
what I was
syrup.
talking
And
about
now
earlier. It's
some
for
red
the
or
eyes.
orange
It's eye
food
candy.
coloring. Now let's add in a tiny bit of
Eating
cornstarch.
food is irrelevant.
Okay, I think it looks good now. Now let's just add on our marshmallow. Now for the final step in the process. Yeah.
People just own
Okay, while editing this, I realized I should have burnt the marshmallow all the way, so this one's on me. Let me place the light under it and see how cool it looks. Yo, it looks a little bit like lava. It looks like a little bit like a lava rock.
I'm gonna be honest. half
I
of
don't
this
really
guy's
want to burn down my
problems are
house,
him
so
just
I'm not gonna burn it any
knowing
more than that. All right,
how
let's
to
try
cook.
it.
Or like how
It's
to
burnt
prepare
sugar,
the
bro. What do you
recipe.
expect? Thumbs down,
He's, like,
clickbait.
half-assing some of them.
Let's make strawberry tong hulu. To start, we'll add 4 cups of sugar and 2 cups of water. Bring this to a boil and don't stir. You can swirl it if you want. While that boils, we'll make an ice bath with water and ice. Rip off the green part, boop, then dip the strawberries into the sugar and then immediately into the ice water. And let's appreciate that smooth, beautiful shine.
We need to pour in some sugar here. 3/4 of water. We'll wait for that to start boiling. While we do that, let's get our fruit kebab thing ready. Cool, this looks like the perfect kebab here. It still needs
they're all
to
gonna
melt a
fall
little
off.
more, but I'm gonna
This
dip
guy's
it
somehow
now on
messed
this
up
side
and they're all
because this
gonna
side seems
fall off
good.
or
So we'll see.
something.
Cool, I think that one worked. Try this one now. Ain't really even that much sugar on it. This one might be better. Yeah, it doesn't feel like there was a ton of sugar on there, actually. It's very sugary, but it doesn't have that crust on it. So let's make some more. All right, let's try this one. Not really, but kind of. Yeah, I kind of don't really know where I went wrong here. I'll give this one a thumbs up simply because of the fact that it tastes amazing. Other than the taste, it doesn't have the hard exterior that I was promised.
Let's make water boba.
That's the
Now
same
fill a
guy
glass with
again.
Oil, then freeze for an hour. Now drop your water into that cold oil. Just look at those things fall down. This is one of the more unique things I've ever made. Now we'll rinse out our boba. That is so cool. Now we'll add in our boba, then some water. They look like diamonds. And there you have it, water boba.
First thing you need to do is take some oil.
Bro,
Now let's take this glass and stick it in the
Who
freezer.
in the
Here's
world
our
is
oil that
drinking
we had in the
water
refrigerator.
boba?
So the way that
Sounds
I
like the
presume
most-
that this is gonna work.
water boba sounds like you whitewashed the Asian out of boba. That is the most like no. It's not even it's white people. It's not American people, not Europeans. Just specifically white people boba. You somehow find a way to whitewash a recipe. Who in the world is drinking water boba? There's a reason it's called boba tea, not boba water, because like otherwise you just have like weird jello in water, and it's like, what are we doing?
Below the freezing temperature of this, and you pour this in here in little droplets, then this will freeze. But if there's gelatin powder in the water, it won't freeze, it'll just turn into little jello balls. So let's try it out. Let's take our little syringe and we have some gelatin water in there. Now we're gonna drop a little tiny drop and see if this turns into boba. You see those little drops there? Oh, there's 2 of them down there.
I mean, that's
Look at
how
them
oil
falling.
and water
Are they
work, so,
freezing
like,
and then
that's not-
falling?
that's
what
not
in the world is happening?
Oh my god, this guy doesn't. Hey guy, welcome class to Physics 101. Water is it water? Is it water is I think we'll just say it. Water is denser than oil, so it won't combine with the oil. It will also sink to the bottom. This is why this is happening. The liquid is still liquid right now. It's not freezing. There is no chemical reaction. It is just not combining with the oil, so it is staying in that drop form. Thank you for coming to my physics class. Let's continue.
Is that how small boba is supposed to be? I can't tell if it's working or not. Is that tiny boba down there? Is that what that is? I honestly couldn't tell you. No, it's becoming big at the bottom. I don't think it's boba. Sadly, it is not boba. I'm gonna have to give this one clickbait. I'm gonna have to give it click, okay? You can't make water boba. That's not a real thing. All right, on to the next recipe.
Again, I think your main problem is you don't understand how, like, I don't think this guy knows how to cook. I don't think this guy has, like, the basics of cooking. You know what this is? This guy is, like, your average high schooler grew up. They now own a house with, like, a full kitchen, but they have no idea how cooking works. They still make mac and cheese. I mean, to be fair, though, I don't understand a lot of how cooking works, but I understand that, like, that's what's happening is there is a disconnect from, like, the way you're supposed to do stuff, and that's what's going wrong. There's a missing X factor that just no one's talking about.
So, we don't have rice flour. Rice flour is one of the key ingredients for mochi. So we're gonna stick some rice in a blender and hopefully rice flour comes out. Okay, it actually worked, did it? I was pretty scared that this wasn't gonna work. I'm actually gonna strain it because I don't think this is all
high schooler,
completely
grown up that
powdered.
doesn't know how to cook type of like confidence.
Now that we have our strained out rice flour, let's add our other ingredients. Let's start mixing it in now. Take some saran wrap. Now let's stick it in the microwave for 1 minute. It is starting to smell pretty good. Whatever, let's do it for 30 more seconds. Let's stick it here and sort of try to knead it with our hands. Ow, daggone, it's hot. It's very hot because it got out of the microwave a second ago. Now, I want to add in some green food coloring to make it like the same color as those other mochi balls.
It's about to be the worst color green you've ever seen in your life.
By
By what else has happened in this video, it's about to be like the worst color green.
Now it's officially time
is
to
it
make
greener?
the actual mochi
It's
balls.
greener.
Funny word, balls. I think that's a good size for it, right?
The fact he made
Here's
them
our
greener
6
is
mochi
surprising
balls.
to me.
And now I'm gonna take a little bit of sugar and pinch it on the top of these. Try this one right here. It tastes like sweetened rice. I'll give this one a thumbs up. On to the next one.
Let's make edible blue glass. Into a pan with 2 cups of sugar, 1/2 cup corn syrup, 1 cup
Specifically
water,
blue.
and a few drops of blue food color. Bring the mixture to 300 degrees Fahrenheit.
Is this Breaking Bad reference? Guys, chat, is this a Breaking Bad reference? Is this a reference to the hit whatever year Breaking Bad came out show, Breaking Bad?
Then pour it out and let it set. To finish, we'll break up our glass, weigh it out, and there you have it.
I think this is a Breaking Bad reference.
It's 99.2% pure.
Is it really possible to make glass edible? I don't buy it, okay?
This mother... Also, this is the stuff they used in the movie Grinch, and that's how the Grinch was able to eat glass bottles in the movie, because it wasn't actually glass, it was sugar glass, so it wasn't actually sharp, and it was edible. You know what, maybe I do know a little bit about cooking more than this guy. Maybe I do know how to cook.
Okay, so we're gonna see it for ourselves. To start off, I'm gonna add in 1 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of water, now 1/2 cup of corn syrup. Now let's add in some blue food coloring. We might have added in a little bit too much. This is the blue that we're kind of working with right now. Alrighty, I think the next step is just to wait for this blue concoction to come to a boil. I think this is done. I think it's perfect. We'll wait for it to stop bubbling and we're gonna pour it. Now let's just wait for it to harden, I guess. This has been in the freezer for literally 2 days. It should be more than cooled down now. So I've got this chisel here and I'm gonna start hitting it. It's still liquid, what the heck? This is not glass. Look at it, this is goo. I feel like we followed the recipe perfectly and then this just didn't work out. This is clickbait. This is literally, like, it didn't even work. On to the next recipe.
I think...
This is the crunchy snack.
Okay, once again, this is a thing that is... I literally just looked up sugar glass. This is a thing. This isn't like a one person's video. This is a known thing by like multiple recipes. This guy just has not existed in the world of cooking. Or just Hollywood, because again, Hollywood, this is how they use glass without using glass.
Can you make it for me?
Why not?
Hey! Oh, they're frozen.
if you mess this up, there's no way to mess it. You freeze candy. That's the recipe. That's good night, everyone. That's the recipe. You get you buy the candy from the store and you freeze it. Play epic like YouTube tutorial music right now.
That was fun.
I have a container here, and we're going to put some Joyride in there. I'll rate Trahan's candy a 7 out of 10. All right, that one's a little crinkled up. Okay, I think we're good. Let's put it in the freezer. Okay, these Joyride sour strips have been refrigerating for a few hours now. So let's see if they're crunchy. I don't know if I'd call that completely crunchy. Let me try it. Maybe I need to bite them faster. It was a little bit crunchy. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing.
Freezer.
It's free and
you want it to be hard, you freeze. Guy, this is basic science. If you want it to get hard, you put it in the freezer. Am I stupid? Am I not Does this guy did this guy ever once in his life go, yo, science? Once, like, I'm not even gonna Google science because, like, I'm gonna, like, break my algorithm or something. It's gonna be like, here's the science of some random shit. It's like, I don't want to watch that. Oh, that's the video. Thank God I was getting... I felt like I was losing some brain cells watching this. Today, class, we're gonna show you what a lack of chemistry and physics and just basic cooking knowledge does to a motherfucker. Hold on, what's it? All my bloopers. Skip this. This one's like an hour long.
So a little over a month ago, American restaurant Cracker Barrel got into some hot water after its...
How long ago was it? A year. Oh, God. Oh, it's been 2 years. Dear... Oh, okay. Wow, I am late to the... I mean, I knew this happened, but, like... I'm late to the, like, understanding of this.
CEO announced plans for sweeping changes across its some 700 locations following several years of slowed business and profits. As a somewhat regular visitor to this establishment, I have some reservations. I'm not really interested in making the standard internet outrage clickbait video or to act like I'm suddenly an expert at restaurant operations. I am just a dude talking into a microphone. I have absolutely no working knowledge of what it takes to run a near billion-dollar operation. I am often blinded by nostalgia. I have a tendency to base my opinions on arbitrary intuition instead of nuanced data, and while I am not invested in their survival enough to become a shareholder, I did purchase this novelty t-shirt 4 years ago, and I wear it quite regularly. Point is, I am just sharing my perspective. Take it for what it's worth, which is not a lot. For better or worse, Cracker Barrel is affectionately known around the United States as an old folks restaurant, appealing mostly to the over 65 demographic who appreciate its unique aesthetic, which you can probably tell is styled after the classic American country stores of the late 19th century, which were traditionally stocked with barrels of soda crackers, a hot commodity at the time. In the days before electricity, most folks in rural areas socialized at the local general store, often gathering around said Cracker Barrels to catch up on the latest local happenings. It's in that spirit that Cracker Barrel restaurants have operated. The business was started in 1969 as a restaurant gas station. An oil embargo in the mid-70s forced the company to...
Wow, this was... This... Whoever was behind Cracker Barrel was just like, I know the future. Gas stations and restaurants. I mean, if the next thing you told me is they put these babies next to highways, I would... He might actually have been a time traveler.
Shift their focus to just food, and it soon became a popular...
No, you should have gone back. You should have gone back with the gas station idea. No, dude, I just complimented you for being ahead of your time. Go back. You would have made more money being a roadside establishment. Then again, this is like a diner experience, but like... I would have personally sticked with the gas station.
Popular rest stop for Americans, offering hearty, home-cooked meals and the warm ambiance of an old country general store. Each Cracker Barrel restaurant is a tribute to the past, known for their rustic charm, featuring old-timey
You know what's
decor.
crazy? I've never. You know what's chat? You want to hear something crazy? I've never been to a Cracker Barrel. I've never been. I know where several are in my area. There, it is not a. It's not a problem of like location. It's literally just we just don't. I've never gone there. I've never gone to a Cracker Barrel. I have coworkers that tell me that they used to work at Cracker Barrel. I myself have never once been to a Cracker Barrel. The only relevance in my life to a Cracker Barrel is the fact they did this whole like change a couple years ago that then got reverted.
Walls lined with authentic antiques, even a working general store that you walk through whenever entering or exiting to create a sense of stepping back in time. The iconic rocking chairs on the
Wow, I really want to go to a Cracker Barrel now. Like, what have I been missing? What have I been missing on?
front porch invite patrons to take a load off and share a meal with friends and family. However, like most restaurants in recent years, Cracker Barrel has fallen on hard times, including inflation and shifting consumer tastes. These troubles have ownership searching for ways to turn the franchise around, including a change of CEO last year that seemed to signal a new direction for the company, which culminated in the big kerfuffle a month or two ago when said Chief Executive Officer Julie Fells-Messino made some rather eyebrow-raising remarks on an earnings call about the company that she is now running, saying bluntly, "We're just not as relevant as we once were," and musing that Cracker Barrel has lost some of its shine, and now that she's in charge, it needs to be transformed if it wishes to appeal to both the existing customer base and draw in new diners, further announcing her intention to give Cracker Barrel a total overhaul, including a new menu, new prices, new branding and aesthetics, changing the color palette, modernizing the lighting and seating, and simplifying its decor. This assessment...
You know, that sounds familiar. That sounds like every single restaurant in the last couple years. Even though I haven't seen the visual yet, I can already imagine what the visual is. It looks like a modern-day McDonald's, or any restaurant, like I just said, that's quote-unquote modernized. And by modernized, I mean they all look the exact frickin' same.
And proposal rubbed many shareholders and restaurant patrons the wrong way, with some concern that this new executive was trying to be yet another move fast and break things innovator, more interested in trashing the restaurant's established aesthetic to do a modern rebrand instead of addressing actual issues like food quality, prices, and providing fair pay for workers. Messino's track record certainly isn't doing her any favors, having previously served in leadership positions at Taco Bell and the Starbucks Corporation.
This is making so much sense now. Because my local Taco Bell, we actually have two local Taco Bells, but it's like a night and day difference on like which one's good and which one's not. The one that's like closest, well, I'll just say one of them. They're both about the same distance from me. One of them is like very clearly like not as lively as like the other one. And granted, the other one that's better is combined with the KFC, which also it's like not somehow. I don't know how you got two things that aren't the craziest with atmosphere. You combine them together and somehow they work. They actually make it better. I don't understand that. Either that or my local Taco Bell KFC is just the establishment there is just like aware of stuff. And they're like, what if we tried to make stuff good compared to like everywhere else? I don't know. Point is, the one that is just a Taco Bell close to my house does not feel. does not feel like an establishment. It just feels like a building with a drive-through. And if that's anything to go off of with Cracker Barrel, then yeah, I can see why people would be mad, because that's not even with and especially what they just said about the like established aesthetic. Yeah, no, I can now see why people would be uproared.
Fair or not, internet critics have worked to make her the face of fast food modernization, which many feel strips beloved franchises of their identities and turns them into seemingly monolithic minimalist corporations focused on maximizing profits at the cost of customer satisfaction. Critics are understandably concerned that an eatery that is all about the sit-down family restaurant experience is now being helmed by an executive who specializes in fast food. Despite all of this bad press,
I didn't even think about that it's fast food and it's not, and it's a sit down being ran by a fast food person.
That seems to be plowing ahead with their new
I now see it.
Strategies, starting with, let me check my notes here, laying off their employees and raising their prices. So I guess we'll see how that works out. I certainly don't envy the leadership of Cracker Barrel. Like many restaurants, they're facing uncharted waters in a struggling post-pandemic economy. Americans are eating out less, consumer satisfaction is down across the board, and until things change, companies will have to make hard choices in order to keep their ships afloat. The trouble, of course, is that most publicly traded companies tend to make said choices based mostly on immediate financial returns, and so instead of asking themselves, how can we improve the experience of our customers, they are usually asking themselves, how can we make more money this quarter than we did last quarter? And of course, the simplest short-term way to increase a restaurant's cash flow is to lay people off and charge customers more. But this is a terrible long-term strategy because eventually it makes people just not want to eat there. And market experts agree. The reason
it also just makes it like impossible, because you run into this problem where it's like, if you keep doing that, you keep laying people off and increase prices, you've net zeroed yourself, kind of, not really, or you've like gone zero with your employees because you've laid them all off, and you've maxed your prices. So you have two problems now. Your stuff is too expensive to buy, but then you also don't have people to then serve the too expensive food. Yet, like, this is basic knowledge. It's like, yeah, eventually, yeah, like short term, yeah, that works, but eventually you're gonna zero out on one and max out the other, and they have to not. And they can't be like that. They have to be an equilibrium. It's like a parasocial, I think. It's like you have to have one for the other. So it's like it can't exist one way here.
reason every restaurant is struggling is because of higher prices, changing customer preferences, labor and service quality issues, and annoyingly long wait times. So we are stuck in this dumb cycle right now where restaurants are desperate for more cash flow, so keep increasing their prices and cutting staff, which in turn makes eating there totally annoying, so people just stay home, which then makes the restaurants do even worse financially, so they just increase their prices more and do more layoffs and have these people never played Restaurant Tycoon. This is exactly how you lose. My wife and I often prefer to just eat at home now, or we
Hold on, I need to make this a quote. Hold on. Have these Restaurant Tycoon 2. That's how you lose the game. All right, continue now.
That we had after the fact, because Restaurant Tycoon, this is exactly how you lose. My wife and I often prefer to just eat at home now, or we wish that we had after the fact, because stuff is just getting stupidly expensive, with even fast food costing as much as a sit-down restaurant used to. And call me an old geezer, but it is annoying that I have to sign up for and juggle like 20 different fast food mobile apps
I hate
now
this.
just so I can get pre-2020 prices for a chicken sandwich.
Oh.
Especially if they're just gonna get the order wrong anyway.
Oh, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this so much.
It is annoying going to a
Yes.
sit-down restaurant and having to wait way longer to be seated and not having my food cooked properly because the place is obviously understaffed, and it's not like I'm gonna get mad at the guy serving me. It's not his fault that the company's not paying their employees. It is annoying when I am asked to tip exorbitant amounts of money for
my
an
God, I am
increasingly
so
automated
1000% with this
process.
guy
But
right
you know
now.
what I'm never annoyed by? A restaurant not feeling modern enough. I get that remodeling your franchise to adopt a contemporary look may seem like a way to appeal to new customers, but from
No. What is it? Austin? Yeah, Austin. Wow, I know a lot of Austins. There are YouTubers that do like these video essays. No, Austin, you don't understand. According to this random ass graph, if we change how the building looks, it's gonna increase our product or our profit. I mean, by 1.7% this quarter. No, that's how I imagine business. I imagine like every single stupid decision a business makes is because some guy is like, well, according to this graph, like just this one, not like multiple, like just this one graph, which is most likely based off some like crappy data, and that's why they're making these crappy decisions. So like according to this one graph that has very skewed data, we should make all of our 700,000 locations. I know I'm exaggerating, but like we should make all of our locations, all of our 1 million locations, all 1 million of them, based off this one crappy graph. And this is sure to make our profits go up, even though the data is skewed. This is that
perspective. At the end of the day, I'd much rather you take that remodeling and rebranding budget and spend it instead on hiring, training, and
Nah. Why do that when again this graph says this is how we spend the money the best without spend. This is how we spend little, make big. SpongeBob, me boy, I'm Mr. Krabs. The definition of all of capitalism, or like restaurant business, basically. Or like what's wrong with capital?
Paying your service staff. Like, what good is changing the color of the paint on the wall if I know that it came at the cost of, I guess, your entire employee training team? In the grand scheme of things, I personally don't think that the decorations are the real problem. Again, this might be nostalgia talking, but over the years, I have seen many beloved restaurant chains undergo these cosmetic transformations that, in the name of looking more modern, just sort of strip them all of distinction and character and color, to where now everything from McDonald's to Pizza Hut is just this minimalist box. I'm just old enough to remember a time when Pizza Hut looked like a pizzeria, McDonald's was a burger joint, Taco Bell was a taco shack. Now they're all Starbucks, but with a different sign out front, I guess. And maybe I'm out of step, but this aesthetic, to me, lacks personality and warmth. Every single restaurant just feels sterile and impersonal. And
you know what it looks like? It looks like a VR chat world. They all look like VR chat worlds. The only people this is appealing to are furries. But the furries are too smart for this. They look at this and they're too smart. They understand this is crap. This aesthetic only works in video games. You know why? Because video games aren't real. So them being minimal is kind of to be expected. And everyone's okay with it. Because they understand the effort is not all that. But go to an actual restaurant. That's where we expect real. Look at this! Okay, actually, hold on. I need to stop for a second because this right here, this is the most, out of all this minimalism, this is the most you're going to see from minimalism, this little arch here. After this, there will be nothing else.
Well, I don't have a magic fix.
That's little. Hold on. I swear to God, that was exactly my
just feels sterile and impersonal. And while I don't have a
okay, it's not. This is literally exact layout of my Burger King. The only difference is these machines are those like the Coke machines with the screens. That's the only difference. Everything else is the exact same.
Magic fix for Cracker Barrel. I'm pretty sure it isn't this. In fact, I have a sneaking suspicion it's the total opposite. People don't go to Cracker Barrel because they want a modern restaurant. They don't want artesian flatbreads and mocha lattes to go. They want to sit down and eat some biscuits and gravy or chicken and dumplings with a big bowl of fried okra on the side. I know that post-pandemic, there's this huge push to try and automate as much of the restaurant experience as possible. But honestly, when I walk into a Cracker Barrel on the weekday, most of the folks there have gray or white hair. They don't want to use an app, and they will actually resent you for forcing them to use one to avoid an added surcharge.
Oh, that's a smart, yeah, that's once again another tip in the jar for like the worst possible decision. Not only are we doing the whole app thing, which is already a problem, but your main consumers are old people who already don't like apps. That's just built in the DNA of your customer base. And now not only are you pissing off your main customer base, you're pissing off just everyone else in general. You pissed everyone else off in two categories, and that's too many. That's too many categories. Doing one, it's like, okay, that's like, okay, everyone's bound to do at least one. Everyone's bound to do that. But when you do it double, then that's when you should go, we should probably not do this. We're pissing off our customers and then pissing off our potential customers. I don't know if you know this or not, but there's no one else left now. You only have who is there and who isn't there. And then now if those two groups aren't coming to your establishment, no one else is, because those are the only two groups.
Just throwing that out there. As a younger person, the demographic that you are likely trying to court, I don't want you to be modern. I don't need you to have shine. I don't want you to be relevant. I go to you because you aren't. That's what makes it fun. And you could spend $1 million this year on focus group testing. I can promise you there is no young person walking into a Cracker Barrel and thinking to themselves, boy, I'd eat here a lot more often if they just took all the stuff off the walls and changed the interior lighting. Young people will eat there more often if the prices were lower and the food tasted better. That's it. Once upon a time, I made a stupid video about Kentucky Fried Chicken that went super viral, where I made 5 suggestions for how they could turn their business around. And for like 7 years now,
why am I not
get
subscribed to this guy?
Like, hey,
I literally, that's how I found that video I just mentioned. That's the video I subscribed to him on. Actually, no, it was the skydiving video. But like, dude, why are all these like? It's like, oh yeah, been subscribed for 5 years. We're gonna unsubscribe you now. It's like, no, dude, that's the no.
Do this company next. Now do this company. Now do this one. Why? It's just gonna be the same video. All the time, for every restaurant. It's always the same 5 points. Fast and efficient service, quality food, affordable prices, clean your restrooms, and have unique branding. You do all that, you're gonna have a successful restaurant. Guess what? Cracker Barrel's branding, it's already one of a kind. You're good. You also have some of the cleanest restrooms in the industry. You're good. So just focus on improving these 3 areas. And ironically, the best way to start is by paying your workers. Not just a fair wage, but a wage that incentivizes them to help make all of your locations the very best that they can be. In a world of homogenized chain restaurants, what if you let Cracker Barrel just be a Cracker Barrel? Don't think global.
No.
Think local.
No.
Dedicate your stores to each local community. If I'm going to the one in Springfield, make it all about Springfield there. If I'm going to the one in Clarksville, Tennessee, make it...
You know what's crazy? I know what Springfield he's talking about. Because there's multiple Springfields in frickin' America. But I know which one he's talking about just because I know this YouTuber. If you're going to make a Cracker Barrel in Springfield about Springfield, fill it with cheese. I'm not going to give any more context. There's a just if you're basing something off of Springfield, Missouri, then just, and if you're basing off Springfield, Missouri, then put cheese in there. Put cheese. What kind of cheese? Just get all types of cheese in there. That's the theme. There's no context as to why it should be cheese. Just do it. If it's based off that town, base it on cheese.
It all about Clarksville there. Have local music on the weekends. Regularly host community events. Do stuff with local charities. Make it easier for your customers to feel good about supporting your business because they trust that in return, you will support the surrounding community. The more that the rest of the industry wants to move towards these impersonal, automated experiences, it seems to me that the Cracker Barrel could work best if it resolved to do the complete opposite. Also, I could be wrong. Overall, I hope that the higher-ups at Cracker Barrel take care not to alienate their core customer base in a misguided attempt to attract a different demographic by making ultimately superficial changes that nobody is really asking for. I wish them all the best. I honestly hope that they do manage to turn it around because one day I would like to receive a senior discount. This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
Okay. I hope that is a legendary line right there. I hope to one day receive a senior discount there. About any establishment. It doesn't even have to be a food one. It could be anything. Just be like senior discount. I wish to one day be able to spend my senior discount at this restaurant. You as a restaurant should want to make that happen. All right. I think that chat is going to be a wrap for the day. So, let's see here. What's next week? Next week is probably... Let's see. Next week is probably going to be not Fortnite. No, it's going to be the next the week after next. In 2 weeks is going to be the new Fortnite season, which I think, let me check my calendar real quick. I believe that's dropping on a day I actually could stream it. Hold on, let's Google real quick before we actually end. Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 2 release date. March 19th. Fridge magnet. Wait, Thursday. Yeah. Never mind. It's gonna be a day after I can stream that. Crap. Well, that's gonna suck. Alright, well. Next week. I'm not sure what we're gonna stream next week. Maybe we might do more Minecraft. I don't know. Cause we're kind of we're in the teasing phase of what the map is going to be. Cause I think we might do, here's what I think we might do. We might stream a little bit more of Minecraft, of like the map building process. Just a little bit. Because in a few weeks, we're going to take what we have and turn it into a little like a mini teaser trailer. And then I think after we release the mini teaser, we're going to keep everything else behind closed doors until we release like a full-length trailer later in like somewhere in April. Because then after April, around mid-May, we're going to release the map fully. Or I don't know why I'm saying fully, because it's just going to be one drop. So, yeah. We might have some more Minecraft streams in the next coming weeks of the map. There might be some more Fortnite content. Computer, what are you doing? What's disconnecting? So yeah, that's what we can expect for the next couple weeks of streams when I do stream. But I will be signing off for tonight. So everyone stay safe. Everyone have a good night. We'll all regroup and see everyone next week. So bye-bye. Bye-bye.